Hello everybody. My daughter Abigail is getting married in a couple days this week, and so the topic of love and marriage has been on our mind a lot lately. Love is a word we use quite a lot. Oh, I love this. Oh, I just love that. But I have to say, I think sometimes we use it too casually. The word love really is a word with a lot of gravity. And let's talk about that for just a little bit today. And then, of course, not only about our love for other people, but about God's incredible love for us. You see, love is emotional, but it isn't just an emotion. You can't have love that is disconnected from emotion, and yet it's not up and down like our emotions so often are. Love is tender, but it's not wimpy. It isn't just going to evaporate if it's real love for the long haul, not just a casual like. Love is under control, but it's not passive. It's not like it falls asleep all the time or just sits there and does nothing, even though it is full of self-control and weighs whether the time is right to speak up or bite my tongue and wait for another time. Love primarily is action. It is giving gifts, whether the person deserves it or not. It is involving a lot of listening first before speaking or giving or doing. It is from a heart that says, it's not about me today. It's about you and how can I serve you in love. Love always builds trust. It is winsome. It is attractive. It connects. It doesn't isolate. Sin, which is very me first, isolates. Love is the opposite. What about God's love for us, which drives our love for others? Well, Jesus was very emotional for us, but he wasn't just emotional. It's not like his feelings changed. Jesus' love for us is very tender, but it's certainly not wimpy. It's not the case when the going gets tough, Jesus just gets run over and can't do anything about it. Jesus' love for us is under control, and yet it is not passive, asleep, and facing boundaries doing nothing. Jesus' love for us is eternal, and he was willing to come all the way from heaven to earth in order to make sure we would have a loving relationship with him. That we would have a way to say, I am all clear with God. I'm connected to him, not isolated from him. I can trust him instead of always looking at him skeptically out of the corner of my eye. And I can treat other people in my life in that same way, even if it's a difficult, terrible circumstance. I can love them for the long haul. Instead of enabling them to sin and looking the other way with a blind eye, I can have tough love, which really is love, looking out for them to say, stop. What you're doing is wrong. If there is something that comes up that is difficult to talk about, I can listen carefully and then with a self-controlled way of talking, use words that benefit the listener. To live without love is a terrible path. To live without God's love ends in incredible devastation, destruction. It's a tragedy when someone won't live in God's love. Listen to this scripture verse from Psalm 32 that is powerful to meditate on. Many are the woes of the wicked, but the Lord's unfailing love surrounds the one who trusts in him. Do you want to live your life with many woes? Isolating yourself more and more in me first attitude? Or do you want to live your life connecting closer and closer with God's love surrounding you and with love of others being something that you enjoy as you grow closer to both Jesus and them? Don't you want to live your life that way? If you're married, don't you want to grow closer to your spouse that way? Let the Lord's unfailing love surround you today. Listen to his truth and then go and share it with many. We love others because he first loved us with his unfailing, eternal, long haul love.